Welcome back, everybody! Today we do stand our ground. We don't game over, I hope. I really hope we don't game over. We gotta go back to logic chess and not suck, because, gosh dang it, I suck. Yeah, you get full again. You get back up there. Now, let's try this again. Logic chess, begin. Do I have to start all the way from the very beginning? Is your claim valid? Wait. I challenge the validity of your claim to extraterritorial rights. Do you truly understand what it is you're saying? I don't honestly remember anything. My gosh, I'm probably gonna game over again. Or fail again, I should say. Of course, and I stand by it. You dare doubt my word. Actually, no, I'm not starting from the beginning because he only has one chess piece. Yay! You dare doubt my words? You have no shame. I don't remember anything. Those things didn't work, so just wait and see. Was that wrong? Yeah, it's telling me I'm wrong here. Alright, cool. Aren't you being too forceful? Or maybe to say this. Don't you feel that your actions are too forceful? You think I will obey you? Wait and see? ... Forceful is the wrong word. Is authority... Okay, Wait, I didn't do wait and see for this one, did I? ... The shooting took place outside the plane. Only she could have done it. That's it. The shooting occurred outside the plane. This could be a very important clue. Is your claim valid? I challenge the validity of your claim to extraterritorial rights. Blah, 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 blah. You're the shameful one. Haven't you realized I get actually going? Gosh dang it. Alright, I guess I was supposed to wait. I mean, his claim is obviously not valid. He gave himself away, so I mean, excuse me. Alright, wait and see. ... Such ignorance. It's time to use that clue. The gun came from outside. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Indeed, I do not question your extraterritorial rights inside this plane. However, you just claimed that the shooting took place outside the plane. Yes, if it didn't happen inside the plane, extraterritorial laws do not apply. Your claim is fallen apart. Miss Swift's arrest is invalid. Ah! Impossible! To be bested by a mere prosecutor. I am the president! Checkmate, Mr. President. It gave me that full life bar back. I want it all back. Logic chess complete. Yeah, what do you guys say about that, Mr. President? Mr. President, will you allow us to continue with our investigation? Nah. Fine, do as you wish. I yield. I will allow it. My heart is generous. My heart is tolerant and merciful. Therefore, as such, certainly, thus we shall. It is our duty for a most noble cause. Gentlemen, now is the time. I, the president of Zhang Fa, for the sake of the investigation. This guy sure likes beating around the bush. Knightley, we have received the president's permission. Could you return our evidence? Tisk, here. Knightley returned all the evidence. Yeah, look at all that evidence. It's back. And I think it's... Well, it's not, actually, but it's almost all in the same order as before. This newspaper's in the different spots. Is this? They trade spots. I think everything else in this page is the same spot. That's in a different spot. That's in a different spot. That's in a different spot. Like, everything's in a different spot, really, except for this. I think that's the only thing that's in the same spot. And the red coat, of course. You did it, Mr. Edgeworth! Indeed. Now we can resume the investigation. It's funny how people what the? It's funny how people, what? It's funny how happy you are just because I gave you your precious pieces back. Now let's see how well you use them. Pay attention then. Here is my next move. Mr. President, may I make one more request of you? Would you please testify about the moment of the incident? Testify? Hey, hold on a sec. That's your next move? Isn't that the sort of thing you'd lead to the courts? Naturally, it's a courtroom procedure. However, I'd still like to hear what he has to say. If he refuses to cooperate with the investigation, he will have to give a clear reason. That's... Is there something wrong? ... Knightley, stand down. I shall grant the honorable prosecutor's request. I thank you for your cooperation. Now, heed my words. President's testimony. Where was I when the incident occurred? Ah, yes, the stage. Then, Rook and Knightley suddenly appeared and stood in front of me. After that, I heard a gunshot and a red balloon bursting. And so, those two attempted to escort me into the plane. But then, the second gunshot. The bullet pierced through Rook's body and struck my bulletproof vest. If that's the case, then the president's a victim too, right? It was an assassination attempt. Mr. Rook just happened to get caught up in it, unfortunately. But isn't it strange? Why would the victim want to interrupt the investigation? Of course. If this becomes public, it would cause problems. I see. There's still some deep, dark secret behind this case, right? Certainly the president, and perhaps Knightley too, know of this secret. Without fail, I shall reveal it for all to see. Dude, Edgeworth. Rebuttal. President's testimony. Where was I when the incident occurred? Ah, yes, the stage. And we're gonna find out very soon. What the heck is that lie in his testimony? Where is it? I don't know. I want to know where it is. Tell me where it is. I bet you know where it's at, don't you? Turn my target end. We're at the end, everyone. We're almost there. Oh man, this game's about to be over. No, I'm just kidding. It's not about to be over. There's still way more to this, of course. I want to say, I don't know. I'll just look at this stuff first before I start looking at evidence. Ah, yes, the stage. Were you really on the stage? Are you aware of just how serious this incident is? You naive man. You think I would be perturbed by that question? Of course. Excuse me. I am well aware that a coward attempted to shoot me. At the time, I was on the stage delivering my speech. Then, Rook and Knightley suddenly appeared and stood in front of me. Oh, did they now? Did you realize there was a shooter when they appeared in front of you? What was I doing at that time? Ah, yes, the speech. During my speech, I was in an euphoric state. A state of nothingness and enlightenment. So, you got nervous and you blanked out? Nay, I have not forgotten a single occurrence that had transpired during my speech. When Rook and Knightley appeared in front of me, I was surprised. After that, I heard a gunshot and a red balloon bursting. A red balloon? You try my patience, prosecutor. That was not my intention. I just want to make sure your recollections are reliable. There were balloons on both sides of the stage, swelling red in the cloudy sky, as laid out in the security plan. The security plans. Ah, the one from the bag. Let's look at it, shall we? Let's see. It doesn't say... Does it really say anything about balloons? I don't see anything about balloons. I just see circles, so unless those are balloons, like, I don't know. I do wonder. They stepped in front of me just before the balloon burst. And so, those two attempted to escort me into the plane. Attempted to escort you? What actually happened? That's right, attempted. Rook and Knightley raised their attach cases. That's the moment shown in Kay's photo. They led me towards the plane. But then the second gunshot. What happened after the second gunshot? pitiful prosecutor. If you don't know that much, you're not fit for duty. Muff. What's that supposed to mean? I grow weary of needless repetition. It should be quite obvious. Even you should know the path of the second bullet. The bullet pierced through Rook's body and struck my bulletproof vest. When the bullet hit, what condition was the victim in? Oh, he was truly a man among men. Still groaning from the bullet's impact, he grabbed hold of me and dashed into the plane. So you entered the plane along with the victim. I am to be protected. Rook was to protect me. That was his role. He speaks firmly, but it feels like he's just dodging the question, sir. He's a president. That's to be expected. Oh my gosh, shots fired at presidents. Oh shoot. There doesn't seem to be anything out of place. Since he's also a victim, he wouldn't have a reason to lie, sir. So what he said should be nothing but the truth. On the contrary, there is one point that stands out to me as odd. Try to recall the state of the crime scene. Eh? Really? Show me the evidence. Perhaps I should review it one more time. I agree. Let's show it one more time. See what we got. Door on the right side of the stage is ruptured. I mean, that balloon is not red. There's red on it, but it's not red. I still wonder about that one. I feel like that could be what I'm looking for, probably. Let's see. The Amber Justice will be brought down upon all evil. Oh my gosh. Okay, that doesn't really reveal anything, does it? Nope. Don't even bullet holes. The shooter probably stood on the left side of the audience area. Nope. I don't think so. No. I would say no. So it's from before, during, and after the incident. Touch the check button for details. Well, I'm not entirely sure. Sure, the bodyguard's position modified yesterday. Touch the check button for details. Found the trash can, 2 shots in fire, same miles of victims. Red Hood's figures left arm was injured. Attacks against bulls, both Rook and Nightly possessed one. Okay, cool. Curse that one monitor's gotta be missing. Alright, let me look at this again. Then Rook and Knightley suddenly appeared and stood right in front of me. And then I heard a gunshot and the red balloon bursting. And so those two attempted to escort me to the plane. But then the second gunshot. Well, I'm not entirely sure how you gathered it as being red, but, Steel Samurai Balloon? I mean, there's red on it, but it's not a red balloon, so, I mean, what the heck? A red balloon burst? I'm afraid that's not the case. What? Please have a look at this piece of evidence. Can you see what is burst? No! Why does it look like he's about to vomit? This is... What exactly? It's the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. You do well to remember it. If you wish to witness the support of this nation's people. And don't forget the rival show, the Jammin' Ninja. The balloon that was ruptured by the bullet was no ordinary red balloon. It was a Steel Samurai balloon. ... But according to the plans, there should have been 2 red balloons. It says so right here in the security plan. It certainly looks like there are only 2 random balloons drawn here. I don't really see any balloons drawn there. I just see circles. I mean, so if those are supposed to be the balloons, I guess, okay, sure. But it doesn't necessarily say that they are balloons. Knightley, what is the meaning of this? Explain it once. Yes, sir. That Steel Samurai balloon was a last-minute replacement. Replacement? That's what we were told. Seems that information didn't make it to the president. We ran into a little trouble during setup last night. One of the balloons that we had prepared burst. So you scrambled to find a replacement? Exactly. We just happened to run into a guy manning a stand in the park. He said he lent us the Steel Samurai balloon. he was kind of a poser.
They stand. A steel samurai balloon and a poser.
Are we talking about Larry Butts by any chance? I wonder. We pumped air into its red samurai pants to create a makeshift balloon.
So the steel samurai balloon looked like just an ordinary red balloon. Is that what you mean?
Knightley, why was I not informed of this? Because is a balloon really important information? Why are we debating this? I'm confused how this ties in at the moment. Because it's like, okay, he didn't know it was a red balloon. We didn't know it was a steel samurai balloon. Okay. What does that change? I guess I hope we'll find out, but otherwise it seems like a weird, like, sidetrack right now. Sir, I'm terribly sorry. I didn't think it was important enough to report. Exactly. What the heck? How could it have been important?
Couldn't you tell by just looking at it? I did not notice it. So you mistook the steel samurai's pants for an ordinary balloon. Was there a reason why you made that mistake?
Oh!
What now? A moment, please. I just remember now. I could not see the balloon very well. You couldn't see it? Exactly. At the time, the wind was strong. The flags on the stage were fluttering wildly, and they obstructed my view. The flags? Did you not... excuse me. Did you not see the flags that were set up on both sides of the stage? Due to the strong wind, they were waving about, just like this. So a strong wind was blowing at the time of the incident. The flags were fluttering wildly. Is there a problem with that?
Was there wind? I mean, how do I prove that? During the right side of the stage, it was ruptured. An article in the plane lands in Gord Lake today. Okay, no, I don't see anything odd there. My dear friends, there was reason for my visit to President Patch to address the crowd flying the rumors flying around about a recent decline in his approval ratings. According to schedule, there's a meeting after this. You seem quiet, please, with the autographs resolved. President Major's fish in the air, the atmosphere is boiling to a fever pitch. A hammer of justice shall be brought down upon evil. It doesn't really say anything about the wind. Unless something got a fever pitch is like, I don't know. Judging the bullet holes, the shooter probably stood on the left side of the audience area. Yes, there is indeed a problem, actually. That will reveal everything. There is a problem!
President Hong, you have my gratitude. Your testimony has helped uncover a new contradiction. A contradiction, you say? Yes, one that turns the very foundation of this case on its head. During my investigation, there was no wind at the crime scene, so the flags remained still. However, the flags were actually fluttering in the strong wind. This completely changes the meaning of that piece of evidence. Which evidence contradicts the state of the crime scene?
It would be, this.
Take that!
There's a flag and a bullet hole in it.
The gunshot rang out during the president's speech. The bullet struck the balloon. And also pierced through the national flag. I had previously deduced the bullet's trajectory using these facts. The assassin fired the bullet from the left side of the audience area. However, if the flags were fluttering about like so, my reasoning changes.
Ah! Since the flag's position has changed...
Correct. The bullet's trajectory must also change.
Dot 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 dot.
If we trace the trajectory of the bullet, we can tell who fired the shot.
Eh? But Mr. Edgeworth, that person is...
Indeed, I still don't understand why. However, it can be none other than him.
But... that doesn't make any sense, though. I mean, it would be him, though, would it not? I mean... because he was standing on the left. Okay, sure. I mean, I don't get it. That's not where I was going to go. I was going to say that he's lying about the wind or something like that, but maybe not. Maybe not.
The bullet's trajectory points to this person.
What? But that's where he was standing. He was standing on the left side where he could have done that.
Ah, so the murder weapon was not a gun but a boomerang.
That's it. With that kind of trajectory, it could only have been a boomerang.
Well then, prosecutor, show us this murder weapon.
You really got something like that?
There's no need to consider the impossible. I only need to follow the bullet's path. And after that...
I mean, it made sense to me. I thought it would have been fine, but alright. But, I mean, okay, I mean, sure, whatever. Horace Knightley it is!
The person who shot the balloon was none other than you, Horace Knightley.
What?
Connect the bullet holes in the balloon and the flag, and the line points to you.
Well, I thought it also pointed to the rook, but, I mean, you know, it's just... Ah, whatever, who cares? And not to mention, he had a gun, too. I mean, sure, it had no bullets in it, but, I mean, you could have reloaded it. You never know. I mean, it was full, I should say, on bullets. But he could have shot it and reloaded it. You never know. But I guess that was not the case.
The line points to you.
Bullet's trajectory data updated in my organizer. Judging from the path of the bullet, it can be deduced that Knightley shot the balloon. But that guy's one of the president's bodyguards. Why would he have shot the steel samurai balloon, sir?
Preposterous. I agree with the detective. There is no reason. Are you saying Knightley, who saved my life on numerous occasions, is an assassin?
Prosecutor Edgeworth, I've had it up to here with you. My job is to protect the president.
Knightley, control yourself.
Sorry, sir.
Prosecutor, indeed, the wind was strong during my speech. However, the wind's strength can change very quickly. Evidence. Show us evidence that the flag was flying at the moment of the gunshot. The gunshot occurred the moment the president raised his fist to the sky. The evidence that shows this moment is... Do I have something that shows the state of the flag?
Well... I don't really see the flags in these at all, so... But at the same time, though, he's also looking off towards that flag, so... There's something that shows the state of the flag, but it's not showing the state of the flag, though. Isn't that what I'm supposed to be doing? I wonder. There's something that shows the state of the flag? Well, I mean, it wouldn't be the surveillance, would it? One monitor is missing. Oh my gosh. You know what? You know what? I'm just gonna try this. I'm gonna try this. Because I don't freaking know. Let's do that. Because I don't see the flag in it, but I mean, I figure maybe that's good enough for them for some reason.
The evidence is in this photo.
And apparently it is good enough for him.
Interesting. And where in this photo exactly? Proof that the flag was flying in this photo is right here.
Is that a flag? I don't see a shadow. Nothing giving it away. I don't know if this is a flag or not. It doesn't look like a freaking flag to me, but I'm gonna just go with, I don't know anymore. I don't know. It's not good enough for me, but I'm gonna say this. I guess that is a flag, apparently. Okay.
Don't you see? The fluttering flag can be seen in this photo. No! There is no mistaking that the flags were flying at the moment of the incident.
So then, it really was the guy who shot the balloon. That would mean Mr. Knightley is the assassin. Why would it mean that just because he shot the balloon? That doesn't mean anything. It just means he shot the balloon for some unknown reason.
Horace Knightley is...
I would say not the assassin.
Horace Knightley is not the assassin. The only thing he shot was a balloon on the opposite side of the president. He wasn't aiming at the president.
Why then? Why was it necessary for me to do a thing like that? The depending on your answer, I might take aim at your pretty little head.
Why was it necessary? I presume the reason is connected to the one thing that's felt out of place. The one who shot the balloon was the president's bodyguard, Knightley.
Knightley shot the balloon. Bullet trajectory shows that Knightley shot the balloon on the right side.
That fact will change the entire viewpoint of this case.
So I just have to go into logic and do a thing then? Okay. That can turn right to the plans, blah, 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 blah. There you go. Boom. Connect them together. Knightley's position, Knightley shot the balloon makes perfect sense, right? No, it doesn't still, but whatever, sure.
Why was Knightley's position changed?
Because I can't turn my head to the right. My position got changed to the president's left side. In other words, I was relocated to the right side of the stage.
Was that really the only reason? If the plans had not changed, and Knightley remained on the left side of the stage, Knightley can't turn his head to the right. Would he have been able to aim at the balloon on the left side of the stage? Perhaps. The security plans were altered so that Knightley could shoot the balloon. If that's the case, what's this? The details of the security plans were changed.
We must be able to repel any attack from Lake. The president is our top priority. Undercover agents keep an eye on the audience. Yeah, that's right. It was changed yesterday. President's orders.
The security plans were changed on the president's orders.
Change security plans ordered by the president. Was this done so Knightley could shoot the balloon? I don't know. But still, why would he shoot the balloon? Wait, if I go back... Okay, I can't go back. I actually have to connect these together. I still don't get why he would shoot the balloon, though. Doesn't make any sense.
In other words, the president knew about the balloon being shot. He knew about the attempt on his own life. If you think about it that way, everything that's been out of the place is beginning to add up. Why was the assassin able to get a gun past such tight security? Why was the assassin wearing conspicuous red hood? Why did they use a laser sight that would so easily reveal their location? Why was the president so calm after being shot? This was the truth the president and his subordinates tried to conceal. There can only be one reason why Knightley fired the gun. The entire assassination was a setup.
Eh? Huh? ... How dare you? Do you seriously understand what you're implying with this?
Of course I understand. In fact, now I understand everything. Mr. President, you wish to take the investigation rights from me. That was all so you can conceal the real truth. How dare you mock me with these spurious allegations? Mock you? That was not my intention. I simply used logic to uncover the truth. That is all. Knightley fired the first shot in order to rupture the balloon. Hearing the gunshot and the sound of the balloon bursting, the audience began to panic. This was followed by one more shot.
Wait, one more shot?
Yes. Knightley turned towards the balloon and pulled the trigger a second time. The second gunshot was also fired by Knightley, to create the illusion of a second shot hitting the president.
So what about the bullet that hit the president's bulletproof vest?
What if that bulletproof vest had been prepared in advance?
Ugh! What's the matter, Mr. President? Afraid of facing a little bullet?
Hold it! That's not true. I was definitely shot.
I thought this was supposed to add new little voice clips to things. So why doesn't the president have his own little voice clip? I don't get it. That's something I heard about this translation, the fan translation, that they made it so like a regular Ace Attorney that they even add new voices into it. So that's kind of cool apparently, but not to these guys. Weird. I don't get it.
That's not true. I was definitely shot. If we examine the bullet in your vest, it would answer the question for us. But we find Rook's blood on that bullet. Ugh. But the person in the red hood who shot me is in that photo. Weren't you listening, Mr. President? From the bullet's trajectory, the one who fired the shot must have been Knightley.
Then, Nicole...
She too was part of the President's plan. She was to bear the blame and become the false assassin.
The red-hooded figure...
Exactly. I don't know how much of the plan Miss Swift knew beforehand. However, she didn't fire the gun. All she did was aim the laser pointer at the President's head.
That's right,
Once the crowd began to panic, you would turn your parka inside out. And thus the red-hooded figure vanished. After that, you discarded the gun and the security plan in the trash. And the illusion of the assassin vanishing like a ghost was complete.
And with the assassin gone, the case would go unsolved, pal.
Yes, that was what he hoped for.
That's why you wouldn't let Mr. Edgeworth investigate the case.
Exactly. All of this was an asinine publicity stunt from a lying president. Wow, I really flubbed that one, didn't I? We got you now, Mr. President.
Oh, whoa, okay, he just went fat all of a sudden. Get your shape back together, man.
You were wrong. He revealed his true form.
What?
The assassination is a lie, isn't it? The Chief! Why did he have to pick you? This should not have happened.
Objection! Why is he having an objection? He doesn't have a holder, but he's an objection? What the freaking heck? I don't get it. Literally, as I was saying, oh, there's new voice in this game too. And then he does it? Well played, Mr. Prosecutor.
Knightley! I'm speaking with the President now. Thank you very much.
You're a chess player. You know knights always strive to protect their king. And your point. So shut up now.
Are you threatening me, Mr. Knightley?
He literally just unloaded his gun. There is no freaking way that he is threatening you. Ah! What's with this guy? Oops, sorry, I went over the top there. But on the business. It's my first move. I want to ask you a question. You say I fired a gun on the stage, right? Then I should have been caught. The entire audience was watching me.
I see. Now it's my move. You use a certain object to prevent the spectators from seeing you.
A certain object?
What did Knightley use to prevent the audience from seeing him?
That? The attach case. Yeah, I saw it in the photo when I was looking at the photos earlier. It was literally being blocked.
Exactly. I'd like you to have a look at this photo Kay took.
Hey, I don't have to present the photo again. Yay!
Your right hand is completely hidden by the case. This photo captures the exact moment you secretly fire the gun. You use the attached case as a screen.
Objection! You seem to enjoy making up convenient stories, Mr. Prosecutor. But you missed something.
What have I missed?
That everything you've said is just a hypothesis. A theory. Flags flapping in the wind. Using the case as a screen. Security plans are modified because I can't move my neck. You've got no decisive evidence. Yeah, it'd be great if you had the bullet that hit the balloon. Then you could examine it and see if the ballistic markings matched my gun. But that bullet's probably at the bottom of the lake. Finding it would be real tough, right?
I hate to admit it, but it's as he says. There's no decisive evidence.
If there's no proof, the only thing you can do is shut up. So do so. Hold it!
Miss Swift. That's it. If she speaks, we can hear the new testimony.
Hey lady, you got something to say? Never mind. There we go, I thought so. Again, his gun isn't even loaded.
Nicole. Don't be afraid. The truth will escape if you let that man intimidate you. You're a reporter. A journalist, are you not?
Dot, 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 dot. I will not remain silent. You better consider your position. Use your head before saying something you'll regret. I forgot the #1 rule of journalism. Journalists must not tell lies. You can't call it a scoop if it ain't the truth. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm sorry. I've been hiding this the whole time.
This is...
I used this laser pointer to aim at the president. That's all I did. I never fired a gun. You stupid woman! If you testify, you'll be admitting you're an accomplice. I don't care. I'm gonna tell him everything. 3 days ago, while I was covering an event at the Zhangfa embassy, and some of the president's men called me over. They said if I cooperated, I'd get an exclusive interview with the president.
And the gun in the trash?
I really don't know. All I was told was to come wearing a red hood and to aim the laser pointer. I never thought it would snowball into all of this. I'm really truly sorry.
Nicole, thank you. There was a testimony worthy of the courtroom. This is sufficient testimony to verify the fake assassination plot.
Dang you. A lot of you. You're all a bunch of mindless morons.
It's a shame. If only you had been able to usurp the investigation as planned. You would have been able to silence this young lady.
What? Blast! Again, his gun wasn't loaded, but okay, sure, whatever. So tomorrow's headlines now read, Fake assassination plan exposed, becomes a murder. Right? I can't believe that you do something this horrible, pal. I admit nothing.
Hold it. The president? Knightley, that's enough. We have no choice but to admit it. So, Mr. President, you admit that you planned a fake assassination? Yes, I admit it. I'm sorry.
But why? Why'd you have to do this?
My approval ratings in Zhangfa have fallen. I wanted to appeal to them as a strong president who survived an assassination. But in the end, it was just a lie. A stupid lie. And the bullet in the bulletproof vest. Prepared earlier. It was not fired today.
Bulletproof vest data updated by organizer, used as a prop in the fake assassination plan. The embedded bullet was prepared earlier. But what about Mr. the Killer?
It seems our plan was leaked. Someone wanted to make this fake assassination real. That's why the killer wore the red raincoat. He would impersonate the culprit from the plan in order to approach the president. But there's still one thing I don't understand. What's that? Why did Rook die? His death was not a part of this charade, and yet it really happened. Yes. Why was his life taken? Ethan was an outstanding bodyguard. Even though he wasn't from my country, he had my utmost trust. ...
I wouldn't think that having the trust of a cowardly president meant that much, honestly. Hey, that's the same sort of bond between me and Mr. Edgeworth, pal.
I wouldn't put it that way. Did Rook know of your plan? Not the exact details. I asked him to cooperate, and he refused. You should have listened to his advice. Yes, indeed. I wouldn't have done all of this if I had known.
Tisk, you're being too dramatic.
What?
And we're gonna find out why he's being too dramatic on the next exciting episode, everyone! Why is he being dramatic? I have no idea!